Hi everyone, thanks for dropping by my YouTube channel today. This evening I'm doing final tests on Jevin's QuadraFire brand pellet stove controller. This controller is a model number 230-0120. Jevin sent it to me because he was having a number of issues with it. He actually tried to do some repairs on his own. He replaced one of the relays that had melted, but there was something else still wrong with it. So after discussing it with him, we agreed that he should send it to me. I'll troubleshoot it, repair it, and return it to him. I received it earlier today. I've completed all the troubleshooting work I was going to do. I've replaced the failed components. I'm ready to do final tests on it. As you can see, I have Jevin's controller currently connected to my tester, and my tester is made up of a few items. One of them is a call for heat lamp, like you see on the back of your stove. One item is a thermostat, like you see on your wall. I have a temperature simulator or a thermocouple simulator, which I currently have set to 70 degrees Fahrenheit. I have 4 light bulbs at the back. One light bulb will simulate the igniter, one light bulb simulates the combustion fan, one light bulb simulates the auger, and finally, with the red marker on it, that light bulb simulates the convection or room fan. Just know that for this controller here, this light bulb will not come on. That light bulb is controlled by a thermal switch inside your stove and is not something that I have on my tester, so it will not come on. Another thing of note is that behind this faceplate I have an actual auger motor, and the shaft of that motor comes out the front, and I have a decal on it that you'll see spinning when the auger motor is being told to drive. I've marked up the controller with a few notes on it. The first being that the green LED at the side here will come on at approximately 250 degrees Fahrenheit. The red LED will come on at approximately 1100 degrees Fahrenheit. I'm also noting that the 5 timers that are inside the box have all been checked and they function correctly. Their time is fairly close to what I normally see. But of special note is that the auger, the 2-minute timer, functioned correctly, and so did the Element 8-minute timer. I currently have the controller powered up, but all the lights at the back are off, which means that the exhaust fan timer has also elapsed. That's at approximately 12 or 13 minutes. So everything is functioning correctly. Let's go ahead and make a call for heat. To do that, I'll use the thermostat, and as we do that, we see 3 lights come on. One is the igniter, one is the combustion fan, and one is the auger motor. We also hear the auger motor spinning, and we see the decal on the front here spinning. Let me put a shade in front of the light bulbs so that we can damper off the light and make the video not so dark. So we see that the auger is spinning now. That will spin for 2 minutes if I don't change anything. That's what I noted earlier, my 2-minute timer. The same thing with the igniter. It'll run for approximately 8 minutes if I make no changes to the temperature setting. And the combustion fan will continue to run for approximately 15 minutes. If I go ahead and ramp up the temperature up to 250 degrees, we'll see that the green light at the front here will come on. There it is, on, off, on, off, on, off, as I dance around the 250 degrees Fahrenheit point. Notice how that's functioning correctly. On this controller, we don't see any of the lights at the back have any changing or effects because of that. As I continue to ramp the temperature, as I approach 1100 degrees Fahrenheit, we'll see the red light on the controller come on. And that should also turn off the igniter. There it is. Back and forth, back and forth. So that's functioning correctly. The igniter goes on and off. So what would normally happen here is the fire would roar to over 1100 degrees Fahrenheit. As we're calling for heat, more pellets are being dumped into the fire pit, and the fire roars, causing the room to warm up. As the room warms up, the thermostat stops calling for heat. We see we lose the call for heat lamp, and the auger stops dropping pellets into the fire. Over a short period of time, the fire will diminish and the room will cool, and at that time the thermostat will once again call for heat. And we see that the auger drops more pellets into the fire pit, the fire starts to roar again, the room warms up, and the thermostat stops calling for heat. That cycle will continue on and on and on until we either run out of pellets or somebody physically comes by and shuts off the thermostat. The fire will slowly die down, reach back to approximately room temperature, whatever that would be, like 65, 70 degrees Fahrenheit, if that's what you want. That's a little too low. and the room would maintain that temperature for a while until somebody comes by and does another call for heat, and we see the igniter come back on, the auger starts dropping pellets into the fire, and the exhaust fan starts spinning so that if the fire catches, the exhaust fumes are pulled out to the stack, out to the outdoors. So let me turn that off, and I'll turn the controller off as well. So there we have it, Jevin. Your controller is once again fully functional. I do want to thank you for sending me your controller. I appreciate it very much. And for all you viewers, if you have a controller of your own, whether it's a QuadraFire or a Breckwell, USSC or others, and you have a service need for it, please feel free to contact me. You'll find my contact information in the video description just below this video. In the meantime, I hope you'll take a few seconds to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I would appreciate that very much. Thanks everyone. Bye-bye.